Hi everyone. As we all know, bank audit season is has arrived, and every CA will be busy in statutory bank branch audits for coming month. And in a bank audit, advances audit is a major part which each CA has to perform and critically analyze all the advances account of a branch. And this is a very tedious and time-taking work. So Nabs AI solution has tried to ease out this burden by developing a tool, BankLens, which is a complete end-to-end advances audit in a statutory bank branch audit, and it does and complete NPA analysis. So it's a quick brief demo about the tool which has been developed and which is available for all CAs uh, to download and use in bank branch audit. So this is the UI. First, you have to just download the tool and activate the license by entering the email ID and the license key. After that, it gives option to select files given by the bank, because bank share Excel files of term loans and CCOD balances. So it is crucial that the bank shares the type files with you. Otherwise, you can also download the tool on the bank's own in any system which is running on Windows, and the tool will work there also. And one more thing, the tool is completely offline. So once it is downloaded and activated on a system, it is registered on that system and it can be run after disconnecting the internet also. Now we have to upload the term loan and CCOD balance files in this tool, and it will run its algorithm, and which has been designed by keeping in mind the RBI guidelines regarding IRAC norms and ICAI guidance note on bank branch audits. So here is the option to upload term loan file, and here is the option to upload CCOD files. I have already uploaded a term loan file, and after uploading the file, it gives us the option to map the columns. So let me tell you why the mapping is here, because each bank has its own naming convention in the Excel files of the columns. Say account number is written by ACCT number, customer number is written in this fashion, and a tool cannot identify each column name separately. So I have standardized it in the standard column names, and the user has to map the column names in the actual file with these standard columns, so that that analysis can be performed properly. And one crucial thing is this: the audit date is the year end date for which the audit is being conducted. So I am giving the brief demo on the data of dummy data of financial year 24-25. So I have to enter the audit date as 31st March 25, but actual users, because they will be doing the bank audit for audit date 31st March 26, so they have to enter 2026 here. Okay, and accordingly the financial year is also to be changed accordingly, and user can also enter the bank name, branch code, and branch name. And output folder where the output should be saved is to be selected here. So I am here selecting the output folder on the desktop created by me for this purpose. Now coming back to the mapping. So as I told earlier that these columns have to be mapped with the standard column names. So I have mapped the term loan columns which are available in the actual Excel file and here. And now I will give you a brief about, I will show you the mapping also in case of CCOD files. So in case of CCOD, we all know that keeping in mind the nature of the advances, it may not be completely useful to upload only a single file of the year end date. So I have given the option to upload multiple files of different month ends also. So when you browse, it asks you to whether you want to upload a single file or multiple files. So I'm giving you the demo of multiple files option. You can always upload single file also if that is the only file available with you. Okay. Here in case of multiple files, I just first select the, so I am having here 13 monthly files including the file of last year end date. Here you have to press Ctrl A to select all the files and then open. Now it will show you the mapping, because each file has to be of a particular month, and this must be mapped with a particular month for the tool to perform analysis correctly. So the user must know the which file is for which month. So I am here mapping the files with their particular months. And it is not necessary that the files of all months must be there. Files of 3 4 months or 6 7 months uh, will also be sufficient for analysis. So I am mapping the files. So I was having files of complete year including those of the last year's audit ended. Now I will go for the CCOD mapping. So here are the columns which have to be mapped. I am mapping the column quickly. So you can see that customer ID was required, and my file is having this column with the name customer number. And see, this facility type is most important column, because you are giving it the location where the nature of facility, whether it is agriculture, housing, MSME, personal, is located. And this is most crucial because it will play an important role in NP identification, IRAC norms application, and all that. Last credit date is not available with me in the file, so I'm not mapping it. However, it is advisable that we must map maximum column as possible. But if the some certain columns are not available in the data provided by the bank, we have nothing but to leave that. So I am not having all balance these columns. Now coming this side, so all these columns which I am mapping is available in the data. Guarantee type, guarantee amount is not available. Restructured flag is there. So I have mapped all the column. This is the general mapping with the Excel file which I have uploaded. Now I have to categorize the accounts. This facility type has to be further classified into RBI specified categories. So now I coming to this CCOD categories. Now it will show the all the facilities based on that facility type column which are there in the actual file uploaded. So it will list out these facilities, and we have to map the facilities to RBI category. So here is a list of RBI category: agriculture, short duration, long duration, allied activity, housing, MSME, CRE, infrastructure, education, vehicle loan, all these. So we have to map, because this mapping will play an important role in NPA identification as well as provisioning calculation. So and one more thing, it is having auto mechanism also to identify on its own. So wherever it finds a similar name matching, it maps itself also, but the user has always to verify. And then apply classification. It will give you the message of the classification. Now if we have identified some mapped some agriculture categories, so for agriculture we have to give it the crop season, because it is important. There are two crop season for short duration and one crop season for long duration. So whether it is a crop season, so we due date have to be specified here, because sometimes different branches or different regions have different due dates for these crop seasons. And if dual crop season is there in case of short duration, we have to tick that. So it will apply these settings. Similarly, in case of term loan, I had mapped the columns and then specified the term loan categories. And it is advisable that we load all both term loan and CCOD files together, because the tool performs borrower wise NPA identification also, and that is possible only when all the balance files of term loan and CCOD are analyzed together. Because if one facility of a borrower, for example term loan, is NPA, all other facilities of that same borrower will be NPA. And if any CCOD account is becoming NPA due to this, and we have not uploaded CCOD files data, then the tool will not be able to identify that. So both type of loan files must be analyzed together. Now I press run analysis. Now it gives the assumption before analysis. The assumptions are based on the column mapping. If we have not mapped certain columns, for example, in term loans I have not mapped guarantee type, guarantee amount, then it will give you the message what will be the effect on NPA identification and what will be the effect on reporting. Similarly, in case of CCOD, which columns I have not mapped, it gives the impact on that. And last is the disclaimer. Because this tool is working as an assistant to the statutory auditor, final judgment and final call is of the auditor only. So it will give you a comprehensive list of accounts identified under different categories. Auditor always have to verify on its own. Now I have pressed accept and proceed. Now it is running its analysis. You can see the processing happening here. And the once processing is complete, it will save the outputs in the output folder. I have saved output, and now I am showing you the output files. So it will generate different files. You can see on the basis of analysis it has saved these reports, out of which there is a separate term loan NPA analysis and CCOD NPA analysis. These are working files, and MOC advances, NPA statement, LAFAR format and LAFAR advance. These are the statutory data which is required to be reported in the audit. So I show you the main reports generated by it. In combined analysis, you can see the borrower wise NPA. It has identified borrower wise NPA, giving you the whether it is a term loan or a cash credit facility. In this list, it includes only those accounts which are becoming NPA due to borrower wise rule. The main account which has become NPA is included in total list, and the other accounts which are becoming NPA due to only borrower wise rule are here. MOC advance. This is the standard format, category C, category D. Category C, it shows the interest which is to be derecognized. This interest figure has been picked up on the basis of unrealized interest figure given in the Excel files uploaded for analysis. However, auditor always have to verify from the account statements whether there is any unrealized interest which is not there in the Excel file and which has to be reversed. This shows the classification of advances, means the total advances becoming NPA due to our analysis. So you can say here 204 accounts having an exposure of 19 crore are becoming NPA. And one more thing, because sometimes the data provided by the bank does not have the exact classification of done by the bank. So I have designed in a way that the tool calculates and flags all accounts which are becoming NPA, and these accounts may include the accounts identified by the bank already. So the user has to filter those out. So you can see classification by the bank, classification by the auditor. So here you can see the bank has also classified as NPA, and we have also classified. So we can easily filter that out. And if we don't include all the accounts due to missing of data in the classification of bank column, some accounts may skip. So I have designed in a way that all accounts are flagged. So the auditor will have to do this exercise manually by filtering out the accounts already identified. And you can see this is the MOC summary. Now here is an NPA statement file which shows the gross figures of number of accounts, substandard, doubtful, total NPA accounts. Here is the figure. And unrealized interest, net outstanding, secured portion, if the security value is there. And one more thing, if the security value column is not provided in the Excel sheets of the bank data and not mapped by the auditor, the tool assumes all accounts to be 100% secured. And if the column is there and the auditor has mapped it, and then some information or some security portion is missing, then it will treat it as unsecured portion. So provision required, it has rightly calculated provision, for example 15%, 25% in substandard, doubtful categories. Accordingly you can verify at account level also provision adequacy. It is showing whether the provision done by the bank is adequate or not. Restructured account, these are the, because I had selected the RA flag, so it has shown me the restructured accounts. And for restructured accounts, you must be knowing that the rule is within 1 year of restructuring, the account is treated as substandard, and after 1 year of satisfactory performance, it is upgraded to a standard account. Lafar advances name file has also been generated separately so that we can easily, quick mortality cases are also there, overdrawing beyond DP, divergence, NPA details, income derecognition, all the reports and the information required by the auditor in bank branch audit is generated. And one more beautiful part is this long form audit report. It is being generated in the specified format. If the auditor has to fill in the bank module, then he can easily copy paste data from here and fill it easily. So you can say it is list of accounts examined, quick mortality accounts. This is all auto prepared. However, if any account is going out of the NPA list due to actual auditor verification at account statement level, then we have to, the user has to remove that account from this list manually. So you can say the tool has done its analysis based on the available data. And when it generates the report, it gives this message analysis complete, and it also gives the assumptions which it has considered while generating the report. You can see here is NPA accounts include bank declared NPAs, as I already said you. SMA classification is based on the LAFAR, based on the tools assessment only. Bank SMA classification may be different. Non-fund based facilities accounts were not there, so it could not be analyzed. Previous year data was not available for comparison. Overdue for renewal data were not available. Guarantee cover were not. Interest reversal is based on the unrealized interest column, and like that. So this is all about the tool. Thank you so much.